Good morning, everyone. Hello, London. How are you doing? It's the 30th of June already. We are at the last day of the month. And again, like I said yesterday, I can't believe how fast time is going. But here we are. I haven't looked at the market as I do normally, so let's start straight away. Let's get into it. Yeah, I mean, there was nothing bearish about this market yet. I mean, it was funny to me that people were saying, you say, yeah, the bears are waiting. I'm like, what is telling you that? I mean, nothing is really, you have to wait until you get confirmation, especially when you have when the market opens and you're just going up, there's nothing telling you that we're bearish yet, right? You really want to see, for me, at least 15-minute change in state delivery or a market structure shift. Um, not much seen so far. But we've got a short NFP week this week, so who knows? It's going to be a now. I have not really studied, to be honest, the NF because it's July, right? We have the fifth. We've got a holiday, and every year I think it's a short week with NFP week because it's always the same date. Um, Now that's the only thing I have not really studied extensively. How does NFP week differ in the short week now? Because obviously normally we trade from Monday to Wednesday and we NFP protocol um, we try not to trade after Wednesday 11. We don't enter a trade after New York AM session. Try to position yourself and be out and let the market do it and until Friday, right? And some people don't even trade Friday. But now we don't have Friday, we've got Thursday, and the news has already gone to Wednesday. So it sort of makes me very like, okay, I just want to check the news again. I just want to make sure that I am not talking out of my behind. Yeah, so on July the 2nd, that's Thursday, we've got everything what we normally have on Friday, right? Okay. Mm, do we have 8:30 news tomorrow? What day is today? Tuesday, right? Today's Tuesday. Um, Tomorrow we've got ADP non-farm employment change at 8:15. And today I believe we have nothing. Oh, we do actually, 10 a.m. Consumer and jewels. Okay. Now it is orange folder, but I'm just wondering because we have got a short week. Um, yeah. What do you guys think? Hey, Lance, how are you doing? Lance, well, actually, I've been thinking about what I want to do as a trader and as a, yeah, so I focus on pre-market prep, um, on very fast trades. So mainly what I want to do is try to have a trade before the open, if not at the open, and if not, then latest just after 10 o'clock. Yesterday we managed to get a trade and be done at 9:45. That's what I really, because most streamers they stream for 2 hours during New York AM session, and actually I want to be because I'm doing London already, and if you have London Intel, I believe because I was thinking about that. Okay, how can I be? I don't want to sit behind the laptop all the time or behind my computer. So the focus of that is just very fast. So I keep it. I don't want to make it public. Why? Because I want to keep it very small and very. For me, after it's totally different approach. Very focused and just hunting for that trade. So that's the difference. Um, yeah, so it's just a different approach, and I want to keep it just for people who also want the same, right? Just want to be not hanging out like hours and hours. But sometimes we need to wait because I can't find the trade then, and then it just takes a little bit longer. But the purpose is finding a trade ASAP, preferably before open, otherwise at the open. I don't want to say worst case scenario, but sometimes it's after 10 o'clock when price action is a little bit different. But yeah, so that's just the only reason. I just want to keep it small, and just because I need to be focused. There's no chat going on. It's just mainly about targeting the trades. I was so bummed. I got a little winner tilt at 6 p.m. Hey Nokalan, I agree. Too many people, too much going on, and if you can't pay the price to join, it's probably not for you anyway. Yeah, it's not about the money. It's just for keeping it small, and also like at some point you need it's just to a little bit of a wall for really just that's it. So, and we just try to be fast and furious, and aggressive. It's very aggressive. So it's changed, and also I'm also so it changed a little bit during the time. And we're still I mean, I'm also still, finding my trading identity, what I really want to focus on. Larger trades, starting maybe in London, but hey, we'll see. And then that moment will be a short boom, a short burst. But yeah, I was so bummed. I got a little winner tilt at the 6 p.m. open and traded just long enough to get chopped up. Heartbreaker. Yeah, Lance, it's the same story all the time. It is just about I guess it's you're not rule based enough. It's not going to change, my friend. You have to change something in your behavior. But yeah, we can keep repeating the same thing, but you need to do something in order to change it. Anyway, let's go over price again. Uh-oh, monkeys. Oh, shit. Hold on, guys. No, no, no. Go. The monkeys. Let me quickly do this. Accumulation. Now let's have a look on the 4 hour. It's already 2 o'clock, so we already have a closure of a 4 hour candle. Are we above? Okay, we inverted this already, this area. Wow. It's so bullish, guys. Crazy. Look here, equal highs. Remember that equal high that we had on ES a while back as well? They're still there. All the way here, this one. This looked a little bit sus to me. Remember? It's all the way back in the beginning of June. These two here. We have a beautiful trend line liquidity on ES. So this looks very that little retarded dog. It's a retard. You see this on ES? This is trend line liquidity. I wouldn't be I wouldn't be surprised if we go for that. Yeah, this looks so bullish, guys. This looks so bullish. Nothing bearish yet for me. I mean, I'm just a glutton for punishment. I'm making progress, even though I only share upsets mainly. Well, Lance, maybe share the good things as well. I mean, we can, you need to share then everything, because I think that's more important, to share the good things as well, your progress, because that's where you want to focus on, right? This time, Lance, I've said it many times as well. Once you know, it starts with knowing your flaws, and for me, it's also emotions and impatience. But you can't change them; they are there. You just have to be able to deal with them, right? So, And that's the thing. It's just you have to control them, but you can't. It's sort of like I think an illusion to say, oh, you cannot trade with emotions because, but you have to first understand your flaws, and that's where the journaling comes in, right? And then you have to sort of like, okay, how can I trick my brain, right? Because I can't shut off my emotions. I know I have them, and I just have to work with them because it's who I am. It's simple as that. So I have strict rules to keep me in check, right? So that's just it. So it's an illusion. Oh, you have to put yeah. How are you going to switch off your emotions? You have them. So you just have to understand why and how you can make it work with them. And if I don't, like I said many times, if I don't follow my rules, I also fall into, I still lose accounts, and I know exactly when. I don't like to sound like I'm happy or bragging about wins. Well, it's not about wins. It's more, I would say, you should more talk about if you follow a strategy, or if you follow, if you stopped after a win. You don't have to, it doesn't matter if people, you don't have to share the amount of wins because it's meaningless, right? It's just more like, oh, today I made a win and I stopped trading. Or this week, um, I'm ending my week green. It doesn't matter if it's every day $10, but every day consistently $10 is consistency. You know, it's about those things. But no, you should definitely share the positive things. It's not bragging. It's definitely not bragging. So I don't think so. It's not bragging at all. Um, 4 hour. Look at this breaker on the 4 hour on ES. Ooh, so bullish, 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 bullish. Um, let's have a look at ES in the lower time frame. It's bullish, but we hit the N-Walk event horizon, so obviously you get a reaction here. So let's just wait until, but I do think we're going to go higher at some point again. Here we have not activated it yet. Hey, only you, good morning. Oh, let me keep it on this one. Okay, let me check a few things. Okay, let me check this. Can't see anything. Oh. So today in South Africa we have like a day. It's the 30th of June. Apparently there's a march. The people are very angry about immigration from other countries that are taking their jobs, and mainly from Zimbabwe, Malawi, and they're marching through the whole country. And it's sort of like People are like a little bit in the bigger towns. I don't know if there's South Africans here. Um, and I think it's not really a bad thing because because there is already so many problems here for the people that are from here, and then if you have unlimited people coming in from other countries and taking all the resources, people are fed up with it. But it's sort of like they're getting they can be a little bit aggressive to these communities, so that's a little bit sad. Um, but yeah, a lot of going on today in South Africa. I don't know if it makes the news worldwide, but yeah. So they have a very highly organized protest march, but they ended up in looting and problems a couple of years back. So they're sort of like, yeah, but now they seem to be more prepared for it. But they can become a little bit dangerous. Those. Um, okay, let's see. Trading nickels. On the one hand, I couldn't sleep, and on the other, I get to partake of this wonderful community, which I will most often sleep through. Yeah. Hey, listen. Sometimes if you can't sleep and you can use your time wisely, it doesn't matter. But it's sort of important. Like I try not to trade in Asia because I sort of like. But on the other hand, sometimes you can find a good trade. But you have to, we have to choose what works best for us. Um, and unfortunately, we need sleep. I wish I did not. That would be so much easier, right? If we didn't need any sleep. Okay, let's see if we go lower before we go higher. Um, I definitely can see us go higher, but maybe we're going to retest something. Mm, 30058. Yeah. Okay. 30058. Well, trading nickels, it's not about the thing is people don't understand it's not only psychology, it's biology. And the moment you understand it's biology, you understand that even though you can think that you're so disciplined, you can still fail because you need to understand that the brain is it's biology too. It's not only psychology. So if people are just focusing on the psychology, it's not going to help you because the understanding of the biology. So you have to understand is you need to trick the brain more than just being disciplined. Because I am a disciplined person, but I was still blowing accounts and I just didn't understand what was happening. But then I got to understand the biology behind it, and that okay, whatever I do, no matter how disciplined I am, the biology still takes over. So it's not. It's just if people just focus on that by psychology. It's just you need to work on the psychology. But even though you'll do that, I'm like I just couldn't get it. I was profitable and I was still losing accounts, and I just what's going on? And it really frustrated me. So I really deep dive into it. So it's more neuroscience. And once you start understanding that, and that's also with Lance, um, he's also well, he's very honest about his other battles that he's fighting. So if you already have an issue with if you have an addictive character, you're already one step even more behind. If someone who has discipline, you're already behind if you're disciplined when you start trading, because everything is sort of reversed how we have to use our brain. But if you already have an addictive character, the dopamine hit is already going to be extra stimulants you have to work on. And then it comes more about the biology part that's actually more important, and then on top of then you add the psychology part, but it has to be a combination of understanding those two things. And it's so weird because I just didn't understand. I was like, what's going on? I've got all my models, and suddenly why am I still doing this? What's going on? And it really frustrated me so much. It drove me nuts. And I got so upset with myself, and I just like, I'm disciplined. I am disciplined. I'm disciplined in life. I don't have an addictive character, but yet it's happening. So just only focus on the psychology is just, it's not enough. You have to understand the neuroscience, what's happening in your brain, and that understanding will help you. And then comes in besides the discipline, it's very hard to explain because, so it's, I mean, we all know the rule. We all say, oh, we shouldn't overtrade, we shouldn't revenge trade, but yet we all do it. It's crazy, right? If you think about it. And why? Why? We all want to be profitable. Why are we sabotaging ourselves? Why? It just drove me nuts. It drove me nuts. Yeah. And me with a coaching background, I was okay. Let me coach myself then, but it was still not enough because I didn't understand the how the brain was functioning at that time, right? And I was like, okay. Well, the only thing I can do now is keep my brain. It's sort of like, okay, I keep my brain. Like also, a small tip that really helped me. For example, if I have a losing trade, and not to want to solve it. It's about solving the issue. Oh my God, I'm behind. I'm in the red. I need to solve the issue. You need to close the loop in your brain. Okay, so how do you close the loop? Your cortisol has to go down. Either you go for a walk. I find it really hard to walk away from my laptop. I don't know if people can relate to that, but for me, it's like I cannot walk away. So I had to find another trick. Another trick that helps me is instantly go to my journaling. So journaling and going over it closes that loop. You solve the issue. So if you also have issues of walking away from your laptop and going for it, and I can't walk away. Okay, I have to deal with it. Close the loop. And that's like for me journaling the trade. So I get out of my charts I close my accounts, but then I start journaling, and then I'm back to normal. I've reset myself. Then I can sort of walk away from my laptop. But I can't walk away after a losing trade. That is something I have to deal with. And instead of going back into the chart and trading, I journal my trades, and then you close that loop in your brain, and then you have that reset. I always have nice weather in the background. Well, it's great today, Sebastian. It's great. It's not cold, but it's cool. That's actually a win. Talking about rules, I got in trouble with Apex Tuesday, broke the 30% drawdown, and they took my profits. That's horrible. Yeah, I think you mentioned it yesterday, right? I never and it was successful. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear. Yeah. Okay. I like the trade to the downside. Oh, are we gonna go back all the way to 30,000? Are we gonna go back to 30,050-ish? Let me see. Before we go back up, I'm bullish, guys, but I think we have. I'm talking too much. Um, you know, if you start growing as a trader, you start growing as a person as well. Um, it's just sort of like this. It's so connected. And again, going back to yesterday, to my excitement. And like I said, if you grow as a trader, that means you're also growing in life because you just you get either more disciplined. You've been um, studying more and seeing things and putting the work in. So it all comes together. But anyway, let's see. 228. Is this holding up? I'm very bullish for today, but I'm just afraid to enter the trade right now. So I'm just wondering if we're going to get a little bit more, a move to the downside. And I'm just wondering if they want to give that move up a little bit later. Because this looks like a little bit more down movement here. I don't know if I think we want to go a little bit lower here. Um, we have equal lows here. We already formed here. Are we holding up? Mm, 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 mm. Um, is this my area of X entering? Just need to. Man, it's so bullish. It's crazy. Just love it. But. So I'm seeing a lot of equal lows. I think that news driver. What time was that news? Was that news driver today? Today's 30th of June. CB. Okay, 10 o'clock. We've got 10 o'clock news. Um, pa pa pum. Okay, look here as well. 50. The 1 hourly. Look at all these levels here. This one here above, below, above this event horizon. And this is a beautiful. Was this a 10:15 wick yesterday? Yeah, the 10 o'clock, 10:15. I believe that was a 15, 10:15, 15-minute candle, right? Yeah, 10:15. Um, this was a 10:15. Sorting out this, but it create. You can see this 10:15 wick leaves a beautiful trend line with these two lows, right? So this is just really. You see devil's mark here beautifully. We just went into this one here yesterday. Boom. It was actually a nice short. We didn't take it because we were done at 9:45. We took this trade here, 9 to the upside. We were done at 9:45. So I was watching this, but you know, it was 100 points in 15 minutes. So that was. But look here, this is beautiful. Once we start going lower, I think this is a very, very nice area. Mm, but this will slow price down a little bit. We'll see. For our wick as well. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a lot of liquidity on the downside now. We've been building a lot. Very pretty. A very pretty line. Mm. Hey, Sebastian, sleep well. Yeah, Sebastian, that's, I mean, he might be already back to sleep, but that's so nice what he says as well. Like, if I have a hot trade, I make a decent amount and it moves to plan, I go to work on yourself next after your wallet. Never, you can't continue cornering the market. Yeah, the house always wins. Exactly. Um, yeah, so celebrating your win is also like, it actually encouraged me to work harder. Um, and also yesterday, it, as strange as it sounds, getting, you hear this cliche every time, less is more, and it really is the truth. And in the beginning, you don't feel like that, but it's really true. So you want to get to a point that you trade less to make more money, but it takes time. Um, yeah, and also, Lance, always think, I don't know if you have a normal job or had a normal job, right? How much do you make with your normal job? And it's so weird. Like if we trade, and most of the times we can make much more than we make in a normal job. But just try not to exceed. If you made the money that you made in a day in a normal job, just stop. Now I know I said the same thing. Oh, I just need to do that because that's what I made with my old job. But because you see the charts going, you think you can make more. But it's it's a form of greed that we all have as human beings. Yeah, yeah. I thought I wasn't greedy, but I am when it comes to trading. I get greedy. I'm like, oh, I can make more. So instead of stopping, you can go on. It's crazy. It's just a crazy how you get to know yourself and your dark side. I'm like, oh shit, that's not a good side that I have, but it's there. Oh my god, my points. I have made a lot of points. I can tell you that. I don't have them on hand. I actually have to put them in. I have to actually. I don't do sheets anymore, guys. I hate. But I can. I have to My average trades have been over 100 points. And yesterday it was 300 points. And I was very confident in the trade, so I put on quite a bit of micros. So, Jesus, I have to look into it, but a lot, a lot. Um, I have losing trades, but my weeks are green. I had a couple of losing days, but they were minimal. They were quite restricted. But overall, my months are green. I don't want to, and the thing is also, I don't want to also talk about that. You know why? Because everyone is sort of like, that's why I also put the, um, for me, I always put this tool next to it to see the art, how much risk to reward am I putting on, and I always put the ticks on because it's more like I don't want to put the money value there because for someone who's starting, 5 to 10 points is something really. I remember being there. Oh my God, I can make 10 points consistently. So for me, it's also not that important because it's more like, okay, the more important thing is getting into a trade, having good risk management, um, and to be able to, for all people in all levels at the moment, like what I'm doing makes sense. Not only to people, oh my God, I only want to make, but obviously I have larger trades as you guys can see, and I wait for them, but I don't want it to just, for me, it's more like it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. It's more about what I want to show is that the risk management, the percentage, the risk to reward, using just what I am using, but not want to focus on the amount of points. Maybe for me it's important because it's my growth, but it's not what I want to focus on the stream. Like, oh my God, that is where you need to go. No, if there are people that make more money than I do with um, scalping. So it's more about being the consistency is what I want to focus on, and just being able to show how important it is that what I look for. Okay, does it fit my rules? Does it fit? But not the amount. I don't think the amount of points or the money is the thing that I should focus on on stream. It's yeah, and also something that's very important to always highlight if you see that I do this easily, it's not. You haven't seen the years that were before here that I struggled, that I lost money, that I made mistakes, which are very embarrassing, some of them. And that doesn't show now, but it's not like, oh my God, look at that. It's so, no, it's not. It comes, but anybody can reach the level of getting over 50 points and then over 100 points, and then over 200 points. But you have to grow into it. You cannot start being consistent with 100 points. It is not. It takes time. Way to life is a trap. Rat race is very real here in the States. Everywhere on Earth, probably. Well, no, that's why I moved to a different country to get out of the rat race. Those countries come with other challenges, but my quality of life has gone up because I chose to get out of the rat race very, very specifically. but it doesn't mean there are issues. You choose different issues. You choose a different, like, it's about balancing, right? What do you want in life? And okay, I exchange these issues for these issues because that works better for my work-life balance. So yeah, it's a very specific choice that I made. So, and nowhere is perfect. That is something that you always have to understand. Nowhere where you live will everything will be perfect. There will always be some issues, but you have to sort of like decide, okay, what issues do I want, which makes my life more, what is better for my quality of life, which issues can I deal better with. So it's a simple, yeah. And nothing is set in stone. I might move in a year, or I might, if things are changing here that I don't like them anymore, I just move to another country. That's having freedom. Hey, Mr. Chaos, how are you? Yeah, once you're not consistently in need, your time becomes more of a focus. Yeah, for me, it's all about freedom and balance. And once you don't have to focus on that rat race, it clears your mind a little bit. But Lance, if you're still in it, you need to find a way to um, don't let it put you, don't let it wear you out. It's very important. I had a very extreme. It's a little bit personal, but I'll share it. I had a very extreme burnout because I had a very demanding job, and I was a perfectionist, and I like to always be very good at what I'm doing. And it was also sort of, you can have a burnout, but you can also have a bore out. I don't know if people know the term bore out. It's equally just as devastating as a burnout. Um, who knows the term? Who can relate to the term having a bore out? It's just it's horrible. But it made me really think that, okay, I need to change something in my life. Yeah. A bore out. Okay, guys, I'm not interested in this trade because I can see it go down, but I just wonder how far down it will go. It's just slow. Um, I'm still very bullish. So I would rather wait, let it go a little bit lower, and then enter on the long. Just haven't figured out. Yeah, it's a little bit slow. Let's do what time is it? 2:44. Oh, London is almost opening. Um, well, it's not really that. I don't know if it's really that nasty. I would say, but I just want some confirmation of what it is going to. Because we've got an order block on the 15-minute right now, but I can also see it's going a little bit lower. So I want to see if this order block is going to hold, or is this the one at about midnight that we are going to use, or are we going to go a little bit lower? I would say we might go a little bit lower. Let me just see. I wouldn't mind. Or maybe this is it. We'll see. If we go lower than here, then we might go all the way to 30,000, 50-ish. If we start going lower, I might want to enter somewhere 30,000, 60, 30,000, 50. So that will be my entry for long. If we go lower, New York is going to open in a bit. We might drive a little. We might have a little bit of another drive lower, unless we're going to stop here. But Yeah, 30.55-ish. I like that. I would like to go long from there if it gives me that opportunity. I would like to see that 30.60-ish. Let's see if it wants to drive lower. So it's a little bit too risky for me to enter on a long here. I would rather wait for it to show me if it wants to go maybe here. Oh, look at that. I see something very interesting here. Did we already navigate this? Okay. We've got a couple of confluences here. Let's see. So that means we go to previous day high again. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. For me, it's I'm not gonna go long here yet. If it goes up, we'll find another entry, but I'm just gonna wait. Like I said, patience is a double-edged sword. Um, is there a gap here between those two and the 4 hour? Yes, there is a little gap here as well. Okay, so I'm getting a couple of confluences here now. I like it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put them. I might go a little. I want to see if we can go lower here. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I really like this area. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Daily open here. Was that today's? Really managed it. We went up. 30. Okay. See, we left midnight here. So I do think it wants to go lower at some point. I'm not gonna enter along when they leave midnight like this. Yeah, let's see. 250 macro. Oh, let's do a pull. Let's do a pull. Let's do a pull. After London Open, bullish or bearish? Bull, bear. Are you a bull or a bear? After the London Open. So just Is the opening drive after LON going to be lower or higher? Let's see, guys. I need to think about my posture. It's a little bit cool. Let me quickly get my vest. There we go. And I'm going to close the door. Ta-da! 252. Oh, I want to see what Asia, what have we done? Oh, here, Asia high, Asia low. We did not tap into any of them, right? No, we did not. We created Asia low at 9:15. And Asia high, here we go, we are above Asia high now. Okay. Mr. Chaos, 1 hour. You're watching 50-minute FUG and the VWAP. This one's a little bit difficult when it leaves this and it will go higher and then it sort of like stops maybe here and then goes lower again and then goes higher. You just don't, sometimes you want to know, okay, how many in between moves manipulation are we going to get? That's a bit unclear to me now. If it would go higher from here, I would just let it go because it will come back definitely to take out midnight again and then most likely previous day in this level again and then maybe retest this area here. I've got a nice one here as well. I'm not interested in trading this. Hey Richard, how are you doing? Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm not really interested in trading this. How have you been doing, Richard? Have you been trading yesterday or? Yeah, yesterday's Monday. We're just on Tuesday. I'm so confused with the because it's the end of the month already, but it's the beginning of the week. Let's have a look at the monthly candle, by the way. Let's do that. Let's have a look at the monthly. What do we see? So today's the last day of the month, right? External to internal, internal to external. Okay, we finalized that. Weekly. We don't need you at the moment. See, we're in higher time frame consolidation again, so that's why it's a little bit the way it is. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A very pretty, very pretty, a very pretty. Devil's mark on the daily, is it? The low, not really. It looks like it, but there is a wick. Yeah, there is a wick, so not the case. You always have to look very carefully, because then it's not the case. Yeah, Richard, I had my first 300-point trade yesterday. My first ever without having to get out of the trade. Yeah, it was a big thing for me because I made a few attempts, but I never managed to get it. I didn't manage to get 300 trades points in a day, but I had to get in and out. But this was like, I was lucky that I woke up in Asia, and I just saw a setup because I was well prepared for it. So it was just a matter of things working out, and then I could enter, and but it was sort of a struggle at the end to make just be patience. But yeah, I was very very happy with it, very very happy. Um, I don't know if I can reproduce it very quickly again. Maybe not, but we'll see. Um, it looks a little bit bullish, but I don't like this gap here. Almost 3 o'clock, guys. We might spike up to the event horizon, which is almost 100 points though. It's a little risky for me with midnight here and here this. So I have to let this one go. We did do go in here. It looks bullish, but yeah. Are below here. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch it for the long. I'm gonna wait. I have to let, if it goes without me. If I look at the 4 hour, I see we're gonna expand, but on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to get into a long here. And we leave this, we're below the macro. It's just a little bit too dicey for me. But on the other hand, I'm like, is it worth the risk? Let me see what you guys. Well, the thing that I don't like is that ES already hit the event horizon, so it could be done and just go lower for a while into this wick. That's why I don't like. I just don't like it. So this is the event horizon is so important as a level of liquidity. and ES is already there, and we hit the top, so I'm not touching it. Um, I don't like it too. Um, I'm definitely bullish, but I just don't know when. I don't want to go bullish when we have midnight still below us. ES might reject here again. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Those easy traps again. Little trappy. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait with this one. What is that? Yomo, yes, Yomo. We haven't heard that one in a long time. What is that level exactly on ES? Which level are you talking about on ES? You mean this N walk? You mean this level here? Or you mean this dotted, the dashed line, the event horizon? It looks very bullish, but it could accumulate here. I just don't like ES. ES is just holding it down, I think. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the event horizon is the midpoint between two NWOGs or NDOGs. And we've got the event horizon right over here on MNQ. It's all algorithmic. There are draws on liquidity. ICT also mentioned we can use event horizons between two highs and two lows, for example. It's just midpoints of two algorithmic things that we can use. So if you got one N walk here, another one, and this one only shows the one where price is in between or before or after. So this is the midpoint between the two that are applicable here. So I believe if we go higher, price would drive into this one here, 3019. I'm very picky with my trades, guys. If price action is, I can see the bullishness, but we left midnight here. We're still hanging in this end dog. It might break out, but then the question is, will it stop here and go lower again? Will it have one spike and just, I don't know. It just doesn't look like me, like it's ready to really make that expansion that we want yet. It's too slow. 10 past 3 almost. Yes. But I just don't like London. Sorry, it was my speaker. Oh, okay, okay, got it. Okay, this one is not holding. Okay, let's see. Now let's see if it wants to go to that 30-50 level. I'm interested in a long from here if we can get there, but let's see if this area is going to hold up or not. I don't think so, but it could do it still. But, this could still hold. 10 past 3. I really like it 350, this area here for a long, but I don't know if I'm going to get it. But I don't like to enter. This just doesn't go here. Oh, hello, Boris. Yeah, that's the event horizon, Sonia. 7:15. It's the same here. Enwog is the one on MNQ is here. A bull 63%, bearish 37%. Okay. Even the chat here is pleasant somehow. It is, yeah, thank you. We've got a very nice chat. It's very, that's why I like to keep it small, the community. You know, just very, very protected. It is a really nice jet. Okay, let's see, guys. I want to watch the go a little bit lower. See, it's just a nasty area right now, and we could get a few of these next to each other, especially on the 1 hour maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if we get that. I will see. No, I don't need volume profile. It's all algorithmic, so well, everything is in the candlesticks and time-based levels. For me, okay, let's see. I hope I can drive into that 30-60 level here, and then I would be interested in a long. It doesn't match. 30-60. That means we're here. That would be retesting this order, but that would be nice if we could do that. I don't know. We're gonna get it. Um. Oh, my belly is going on 30-60. Yeah, I really like 30-60, guys. I really like this level here. I'm gonna really wait for this level. Um. Oh, I don't. I haven't watched the football. Did you? Did the Netherlands? Isn't the Dutch football team literally the same as the Moroccan now? Are there only Moroccans in the Dutch football teams anyway? Are there still blonde? Are there still blonde people in the Dutch football soccer team? I don't think there are. Are they? No, nothing wrong with it, but it's. I mean, I know we had. I haven't watched it for ages. I'm not really into football, but I think most of our good players are Moroccan, aren't they? From Moroccan descent. They bring the best football players now. They no. Oh, are there no Moroccan players in the Dutch team? We had really. Okay, I have to Google it now. I mean the Dutch football team. I want Dutch football team. What's it? I'm not into it, but they were those names. Who's in it now? The players. Oh, Virgil from okay, the Memphis. Okay, I got you. Yeah, Nathan, Mickey van the Dancer. Yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah. Okay. Oh, oh, I'm actually surprised. Justin Kluivert. Oh, he's the son of. Oh, he's now a football player too from Kluivert. I see. Interesting. Memphis Depay still playing. Frankie De Jong. I still remember a few names, but I've been so out of it. Oh, that's funny because we used to have a few of them. Okay. Justin Kluivert, he's the son of, yeah, he's a big boy now. Funny. I'm half British. Oh, just like me. Just like me. Just like myself, yeah. Also very mixed. I'm so not into football. I have to watch Wimbledon, by the way. Tennis has started again, so I like watching tennis, but I haven't really watched the football. But what does it mean? Are they out, or is it just can they still win another game? Are they still in, or um, are they out of the competition now, or are they just? Is it one losing game that doesn't really matter? That would be really bad if they're really. I used to hang out with people and when we watch. I mean, it was more like the social thing that we used to hang out with during these games. You know, with people with a large group. It was always much fun. And I had no idea about the rules of football. It was always fun just having, being out there with as a social thing. No idea. I mean, when everybody was happy out, yeah. But, okay, I can see they make a goal and that they're winning, but I had no idea of how the game actually, all those rules. Yeah, it was fun. Everybody in orange going on the streets. Oh, they're completely out. Oh my God, that's bad. I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, that's sad. Okay, let's see, guys, if it's gonna break or not. Okay, so ES is at 50% of the way. Let's see if it stops here and wants to go back up, but it looks sort of bearish now to me, but it could still turn. See, I just don't like this area. It's too slow, right? There. Life goes on, yes, but for some people it does not. I mean, there were a few friends that they were just really so upset when they would be out of it. It would completely ruin their whole mood because they really live towards those moments, and they're really when their football team loses, they're just literally you don't want to be around them. Oh, you had it too? Yeah, I mean it's sort of like it's an identity thing, right? Um, Belonging to a club and you sort of like I just don't understand. I just find it hard to understand the whole football hooligan culture. Like then they have to go out and destroy everything, right? Um, it's crazy, and it doesn't matter if they win or lose, right? It's just about getting out there and causing chaos. I believe so. Boris, I believe it's important to combine with price action. Well, if it helps you, then yeah, um, definitely use it. Whatever helps you, and you can use as a tool, you utilize. It can be many things. It just depends on what you use and how you see price action. Um, the only thing that I can see right now is that we're not having much of price action. It's just creating liquidity. So this is also very typical on NFP week. Remember, we have a short week, right? So price action can get tricky already because we have a shorter NFP week, and normally we say, okay, we want to be out of the market before Wednesday on NFP week. But now it's not Wednesday New York session, but I'm just very aware of, okay, you know what, short week, those shenanigans that we can experience in NFP week, they could already start doing it now. So that's why I'm also very hesitant to be too eager to enter the market. So we could be creating liquidity, and it's already doing that a little bit. So now this level is sort of holding, but I think it's going to break at some point. It's giving the impression, now you can see here, we've got beautiful, relatively equal highs, but it's going to be like ascending. We are here at 50%. I wonder if it's going to break on ES. It wants to go lower to this window. It's going to be a lot of consolidation, I think, today. One of the days you get like consolidation, one move and then again back into consolidation, one move back into consolidation, maybe like 15 minutes of movement and back into consolidation. I hate it passionately. It really should drop. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to drop that much. I think I like this level here. That's it. And then we get one drop, and then I wonder if it was going to drop further, because we've got a lot of stuff holding it up here. I think these order blocks should hold, but if not, we might go lower. There, I don't like it. Yeah, it's a distraction. It's a I don't know how you say the, you know, in Dutch we say a volkssport, right? It's just for to keep people, yeah. But it makes people happy, so, and I guess distract them from just boring life. I don't know. I used to enjoy the social part of it, but I didn't care about the game itself. But yeah, the social element is nice. Yeah, see, we're hanging out in between this area now. Mm, we are at 50% on ES. It could spike back up though, but midnight here, 50% here. It's a bit of a nothing burger for me. It can do either or. Too risky for me. We could go here. We could go here. Um, too much ifs and buts for me. I prefer the upside now. If I look at this price action, I would think, okay, you like to go up, but look what's been leaving behind here. Yeah. Pum, 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 pum. We'll wait half an hour just to watch pricing, then I think I'm going to call it a day for today. So what I do like about days like this, if it's going to be like this, then if it's not going to do a lot of things, if it's going to be like a little bit of, if it leaves specific areas, let's say for example it's gonna go higher and it leaves this midnight here. That will be an awesome level to watch later on, right? Because if you have levels in mind that you are okay, you've got a few confluences there. and they don't go there, there's a very, 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 very big chance they might use it in the manipulation move when New York opens, for example. So I don't mind if things are not clear to me, and I have certain levels that I like to watch, and they are significant to me because they have specific areas of, they either are used already or they are levels that price action tends to navigate towards. I like that because it helps me frame my trade in pre-market or when the market opens. So I don't really mind this. I used to get very upset about it, but I'm like, okay, well, do whatever you want and leave some specific areas because it will help me. And then a lot of the times, let's say if I would let go the trade to the upside go, and let's say they leave this, and then it really, really might be very, very interesting when the market opens. It's just like a wick to the downside, and boom, you enter on a long, or you take it to the downside. So there's always a positive to a negative, right? So, and also if you miss like a really, really fast move to the downside, for example, those levels will be used because it creates a fair value gap that price retraces back into. So there's always no, it's like, okay, well, I missed it, and it's okay because it most of the time gives you a better trade afterwards. But you don't feel like it because you see price dropping, like, oh my god, I want to be in it, and then. But there's always going to be another trade. Richard, the pre-market prep, yes, we'll be there, definitely. Yeah, I mean, we try just to be very fast in pre-market prep. Just yesterday we managed to get a trade before 9:45 be done. But sometimes we have to sit longer. It's not always possible, but I just don't see it. Sometimes it's sloppy. I'm sloppy. Hey, MNQ Futures, how are you doing? Hey, Lance, thank you so much. Yeah, but again, I will be a little bit risk off. I mean, yesterday was a good day, but then again, because of NFP week and we have a shorter week, I'm a little bit, I'll be maybe just one micro if I put on a trade on an account. Maybe just an eval. I have to think about it, but yeah, it's going to be risk off a little bit. It's very unclear, right? Yeah, I don't like it either. I think we're going to make 1 hour babies. It's 3:30 right now. Look where we are. This is telling you a lot. Sleep well, Lance. Hope you have a nice, good rest, and hope you have a good New York session too. Or don't lose any money. That's already the best session, right? We don't want to lose any more money. We don't want to give anything back to the market. This is I feel YOMO now. The joy of missing out, not being in a trade. That's for me the biggest win at the moment. I mean, I'm happy that I'm able to identify. Okay, I'm not going to enter because it's just not going to do much. I think that's one of my biggest things that I learned to do, and then being able to read it like, okay, it's not going to give me anything. And sometimes you might miss a move if you're just incorrect because you can't be correct all the time. Your knowledge is limited, right? But being able, for me, like most of the times I think I do see it correctly. Like, I just don't feel, something's, uh, and then I stay out and then, okay, yeah. But sometimes you miss a move because you're wrong. Or the market just does whatever it wants. So boring. Ah. um, do I feel like waiting another half an hour for this? Oh, so Lance, you still have those funded accounts. You mentioned them before, but you're too afraid to touch them, right? Are those still the one? So let me ask you one thing, because actually that's pretty good that you are saving them and you're not ruining them. Are those still the ones that you have? That you mentioned them a while back already. You said, yeah, I have funded accounts, but I'm afraid to touch them. Are those still applicable? That is actually a form of discipline, to be honest, to know your limitations. That you know what, I'm just gonna let my funded accounts rest because I need to work on a few things. That's actually pretty good. Well, at least you're not ruining them, so that's pretty good. And how about just starting with one micro on them? Just and have a very fixed, have a max loss per day that you allow yourself to just use one micro and a max loss. You have to find a way that works for you with your how your brain operates and how you can trick your brain. Um, when I had a lot of when I would stack funded accounts, I was easier for them to lose because I still have some money in the back. That was also something that did not really work for me at some point because um, I was like, okay, if I lose this one, I still have I can just activate the other one. So it's sort of like because there was abundance of. So that was also something that I had to be careful with to do. But I like it that that you're like, okay, you know what? I'm not ready to activate them. I'm just gonna wait. It's actually a good thing. So there's a positive here. 335. Yeah, it's always good to have different accounts with different rules. I like that too. I also like that. I also like that. I don't like the price action though. It's boring. Um, hmm. Do we want to sit and watch this, guys? Are we going to get a run in London or not? Let me just check. It's all about time, time, time. Will price give us a move, or is it going to let us wait until the open? Oh, I've got a lot of noise coming out of my air conditioning. Either there's a big insect moving around there. That's a lot of noise for a little lizard. Ah, Gigi? Yeah. My cat is upset with me because I didn't allow her to go on my desk. Um. Gosh, I don't know. It's hard to tell. We are below 3 o'clock. We are below 2 o'clock, but we are above midnight. So the best shorts are above midnight. The best longs are below midnight. So I'm not interested in a short if it's such a small area, right? So the short should have been from here to here, but look at the time. It's just too. So I still think the longs are in play, but it's just a matter of the time. It's not the time needs to be. We need to go below New York, London, below midnight, and I don't want to enter a long just above midnight, if that makes sense. When we still have not reached that level, um, we are below this area. We're not going higher. So yeah, it's just. I think we're going to get a couple of these accumulation things, which is fine. Moving lower. You see this end dog matches exactly midnight, so you really want to see this retested. You really want to see this go lower here. Yeah. It's so boring. It's so boring. I should have entered accumulation to the pool. I did not do that because we had such a good price action lately. I just didn't think about the accumulation phase. Okay, guys, what to do? I just don't feel okay. Well, it's 15. It's 15 more minutes. Let's just wait until the. Just want to see what the next macro is going to do, and then I think I'm going to call it a day for the London session. Yeah, I don't want to waste too much energy on this boring price action. Even though it might give a move, I think it might not be very sustainable in the sense of like it might give a move, but not really the larger move. Um, So I would rather wait for pre-market then, and maybe for the New York Open. That might be just. It's going to be more. Is there a holiday, by the way, in Europe or in the UK? Something? Did we miss it? Yeah, and we've also got 10 o'clock news, so it might be a little bit of a longer pre-market prep today. If it doesn't give anything in pre-market, I might have to wait until after 10 o'clock to this time. So I have no problem doing that longer session. No holiday, housing, German preliminary in Europe. Italian, no, nothing. Okay, nothing here. It's also the last day of the month, so the monthly candle is sort of like, if the monthly hit the objective already, you can get more consolidation as well. So it all makes sense, right? And then tomorrow is the first day of the new month, so um, yeah. Let's have a look at the monthly again. I think I was distracted while I was looking at the monthly. We do have a monthly fair value gap here. A little bit of a gap here. This is an interesting gap here. Um, like the month is going to close, right? So let's say I don't expect us to go all the way here today. So don't think we're going to do that. Oh, so we're going to get a gap here. Can't draw it. This is going to be a gap from here to here. And then we have this area. And it's sort of like similar to the price action we're having now. If you look at what we're doing now, it's sort of similar on the lower time frame. So it's important to see if we can go, if we go all the way lower to retest this here. I mean, that's a long way down. But hey, listen, we've got moves of 1,000 points sometimes on a day, so it's all possible. But I think, yeah, I don't think we're going to do much. We're just going to hang out in basically in this area. The important thing is we already have a low and we already high. I don't think we're going to change the monthly high and the monthly low today. Now that's a big range, so it's still a lot of playing field within this range, but and we're just in higher time frame consolidation, as you can see. So 29. How many points is this? 600 to here. Oh, we got midnight now, finally. Up to here is 800. From here to here, this is 800 points. Okay. 346. We hit midnight, finally. Thank you, MQ. That was a long wait for that midnight. Lens, I don't have the wild animals here though. Um, only the monkeys are here. Only this the few vervets. Yeah, we know it's the 4th of July on Friday. Yes, we have a shortened and it's NFP week as well. So it is going to be a little bit challenging this week. Yeah, let's see if we can get it to 30, 50, 53-ish, whatever, 55. I still like the 30, 50 level, this level here. I'll take a long from here. Actually, I'm not really interested, to be honest, to take a long from there, but I might, I'll just, um, 30, 50. Let's see if the 410 macro is going to bring us lower or a spike up from midnight. I don't trust this levels. It could go higher here, but just looks. Mm, until what time does a 3 o'clock candle go? 3 hours. Yeah, we're gonna go lower, I think. Yeah, 355-ish. I think I like a short to 350 again. I'm just gonna keep on saying it. I like this level until here. Let's see where we have any reaction here. Uh, 315 macro, a lot of the times it always delivers, right? It's always a nice one. Hey Casey, now how are you doing? Mm-hmm. I want to see this level. I'm a little bit hungry. Oh, I need some food, I think. Um, oh, um, AS went into here, went lower. Could go lower. 3.4. Now, if I would take it long from here, I don't think it's the long that I can hold because I think it could go lower again to here. But it might give a nice spike up around that 350, 3050 level here once it gets there. So I just want to see if around 4 o'clock it can make one more drive lower because now you can see it's hanging around. It did not take this level yet. It just hangs around on this level. I still think in order to get a really nice move to the upside, even though it's just a retracement, I think we need to go to 50-ish level in order to make the real move. And then maybe come down lower again, and then maybe the real long might be after the manipulation move at the open, or maybe in pre-market. I don't know. I just don't feel we're gonna get it now. But I do think we're gonna get a nice reaction from here, a little bit better than what we're having now. So, but I don't think it's the move I'm very eager to take. But I think I could take a long from here, but it's just a small trade. Yeah, it's a bit of a nothing burger for me. But still opportunity if you want to have a trade. And it's retesting some bullish PD arrays, I guess. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to dig a little bit deeper before we go higher. Or we're just going to go lower. I mean, it's all possible. And then maybe go higher with the news driver again. But yeah, I do expect a nice reaction here. Sorting out some of that bullshit. But how much? It's actually not really a move I'm that interested in, but we'll see. Let's have a look at see if it gives any reaction there. If we are reaching some POAs that are interesting. Let's go to the 15. Yeah, I really like this area. But we could go all the way here at some point. But I do think we're going to get a reaction here. Then maybe we go lower to 30,007. Let's have a look. Okay, we're going to get the reaction to the downside now. Let's see how we're going to react here. So let's see if we are. Come on, bring it a little bit lower, my friend. Four o'clock. Hmm. Yeah. I'm not going to touch you for long at all. Oh no. Yeah, I wouldn't touch this for long. It might go up a little bit, but it also just could come down easily again after 1 or 2 minutes. $402. I actually like this in the sense of if it does come down at some point, let it take some, let it go a little bit higher, and then if it comes down again and then goes lower here, then that might be the more interesting coming. Like I said, I don't think we are going to get it now. Maybe pre-market. Four or three. Oh, so boring. It's coming down again. Yeah, for me too. I think it's gonna. I mean, I wouldn't touch this for long at all. Um, pum 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 pum. I hate this price action. But I'm. There we go. Tricky price action. Tricky. This is just fooling people into longs. I'm not touching this. You're very good reading it. Still don't have the willpower not to trade it. Yeah, no, but listen, if it's for me, I'm not interested in those smaller movies. If the risk to reward is not, if I just, I have levels I like better here to enter, and I can see it go lower. And I'm okay to miss moves, but it's different in New York. When I, like, say, if I don't have any trade in London, then I get a little bit more impatient. But again, as after a day like yesterday, I'm really not that. I really not in. I'm getting better at waiting for setups that I really like. This is price action. Even though it doesn't mean if it just moves that I want to be in it. There's some things that I really want to see happen. So like I say, I'm reading. My if-then statements are need to line up. And if I've been talking about this level here, so if it goes here, I don't really care. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't reach the level that I thought it might reach. I'm okay to miss it because it's not ideal for me to take it. And obviously, you can always be wrong, right? And then okay, I'm wrong, but I just don't think it's going to expand from here all the way that where I want to see it. I think it needs to go here at least, or maybe even lower for that expansion that I want to see. It's all about ranges. It's all about ranges that form um, at a specific time, right? And I just don't think that this is the range that I want to see. It's not done yet for me. So if it might make them higher, I do still think it might go lower. But that means my timing is off, right? So it might go a little bit higher, it goes lower again. And that's very, when you have NFP, it's a lot of accumulation going lower. And that makes sense. But then, then in pre-market, then I come back and I see, okay, it made that low finally, or even maybe lower. And then I'm like, okay. Or if it did not, it might give me that trade to the downside, right? So that's how I see it. So I'm waiting for specific levels, and if they don't hit at a specific time, I'm quite confident that they will hit at some point because they are of significance for maybe then a later point. Because timing is just the hardest thing. Like, okay, everything in time over price, but sometimes it's hard to. You can understand a bit of the algorithm, but you still know just a little bit, and then you're still off because the timing is the most important thing. When is it time to move? It's not about volume. It's not about buying pressure. It's about how is it scripted to move to a certain level at a specific time, right? 4:10. I was loving PA during New York. I wish every day was similar. After hours just dropped me up. Hey, after hours? Well, you're already saying it there, right? You should have stopped. Hey, listen, that's why I do pre-market prep, to be fast and get out of it, and just, I do sometimes watch I do and a lot of the times I just paper trade afterwards, if I have a 100-point move like we had at 9:45 or before we were done. Sometimes I just put a trade on, but then I just paper trade something. And said, okay, I made my money. Why should I even risk anything? I just practice execution. Not always. Sometimes I trade another account, but sometimes I just paper trade. But yeah, you're already saying it, Lance. Like, yeah, after hours just chops me up. But then, you do well, and then you just, you overstay your welcome a little bit, I guess. Okay, it's 4:10. Just want to see if it continues to the upside or to the downside after the 10 past, and then I'm going to call it a day. Just watching it become yeah. Well, so just don't watch. Shut, you know, close your. If you know that's your problem, then you just have to find something to do. You've got to find something else that you like to do. So you can, either go to the gym, like Trading Nickel says, when he has a winning trade, he goes to the gym afterwards, or do something else. You have a dog, go walk your dog. Every time you have a winning trade, you go walk your dog. Your dog's gonna be, oh my god, do we have to walk again? Shit, we have to walk again. He's winning too much. I'm tired of winning. My dog prefers trading. Well. Okay, if we go up, you want to watch ES into this week. Oh, this price action, this slow. Nasty, 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 nasty. Mm-hmm. Come on, bring it down a little bit. So imagine if you're in a long. I mean, it's just such a little move, and then you go back into consolidation. So this is, you get one move right here, and then go back into consolidation. One move, consolidation. One move, consolidation. You see here, a little bit displacement, consolidation. Displacement to the downside, consolidation. One move, consolidation. It's constant. It's literally just constantly moving and giving you that feeling, oh my God, we're going to go long. So people are induced to go long here. 4 o'clock. Okay, so let's say you have an AMD. Okay, I'm going to play, you enter within this area, which makes sense because you have previous day high and you think, oh my God, it swept it, so we're going to go long now, right? So a lot of people have gone long and get stuck. Okay, it's 50 points. It's not bad. It's not bad, but they're waiting for that equal highs here or for that Asia. I think it wants to go here first for going lower. So I would not enter this. This is such a just a trap, I think, but I could be wrong. Because people think, oh my God, previous day high, we swept it, it's liquidity, we're going to go for the highs now. But I just don't think it's ready to move. And it's just how price is moving. It's sort of telling you, like, it's very trappy, right? So now it's going to take our people out of their position. What time is it? 4:14. There we go. Now I'm into, now I want to see if we can get to this level here. 50-ish. I think it's like this. Let's see here. Level I'm interested in. I don't really feel like trading it because of the price action, but I just want to. I was shocked to see you talking on ICT show. I'm not. I was not on the ICT show. What do you mean? Was I? Hey Jay, what are you talking about? I was not on any show. You're scaring me. What do you mean? Tell me. I was not on any show. I haven't been talking on any ICT show. I was shocked to see you talking on ICT show. I have not been on any show. So I'm actually shocked what you're saying. So I think there might be another person, maybe someone else with the name Iris, or someone is impersonating me. Clarify yourself, please, Jay. You're making me nervous now. I have not been on any show. I'm just only on my YouTube stream. That's the only place where I've been talking, and on my Discord and with a few of my students outside. the Discord, and you're freaking me out. Yeah, but ICT doesn't even know of my existence. But I'm just wondering what kind of show it is. No, but I mean, I'm shocked if there's something, if I'm being used as a, yeah, I mean, if AI, or that's something that I really, that's one of the reasons why I keep it small, guys, and also not being able, just not having to deal with that bullshit and not getting too much exposure. As crazy as it sounds, I don't want too much exposure. Um, I want to gradually grow into it, and also not be known, just be sort of like, navigate through the shadows and then, but I mean, ICT would never, I mean, ICT is not someone who uses people without their consent, and he doesn't even know of my existence, I think. Jay, you have to send me a link. If there's anything, you have to send me a link, okay? 'Cause I think I should investigate if whatever is going on. But I don't think it's ICT himself. He would never ever do that. Yeah, please. I think it might be something different, but I would like to know because it's sort of like I think it's just someone else who looks like me, maybe. Um, Thank you. Yeah, just let me know if you find anything. I mean, I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's something to worry about. I think it's just someone who looks like me, maybe, or maybe you just need glasses. Could be as well, right? I hope. I mean, I would be. You never know nowadays if people are using you, right? I mean, you hear these weird stories sometimes that they use you, and they sort of like use your persona, and they can use your voice, and then you get like copied or something. That would be scary. Man, that would be like, that's the downside of exposing yourself on the internet here. That something like that would happen. That would be horrible. Well, if those things are already happening, even though when you are just, running in the shadows, I might just want to get out of the shadows, I guess. Then it doesn't really matter. Oh. Is anyone trading this? You are unmistakable, either a clip or AI, both capture or video data. Yeah, well, it's shocking if that's the case. I would be really, um, yeah, I would be really shocked, to be honest. But Why would they want to use me? I'm a very small. Wouldn't they go for a Tanya or maybe Lumi? You know, they're much bigger. That's why I'm staying small, so I don't have to deal with that bullshit. I wonder if they have that, if they have to deal with that. I mean, I guess so. It's part of the game. You get a lot of weird emails, people that want to partner with you, and a lot of things are scams, I think, as well. So you have to be very careful with whom you engage. Um, okay, guys, we're just going to go up and down, I think, without really, you know, it's just one level and just hangs around here. And as you can see, we're not really doing anything. I'm gonna do some other things. I also have some things for the mentorship I need to do. I'm gonna save myself from torturing, looking at this bullshit. Yeah, just be careful, guys, with it being NFP week and. Um, but Jerry, send me anything that you can find. Please let me know, because now you got me worried. You got me worried, my friend. Um, Oh, I just listened to it again. She just sounds like you. Okay, I guess that I have iris fever. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, you just, it was just listening. Okay. Okay, well, anyway, guys, just stay safe. If you're trading, yeah, just be careful. Just, I would say smaller trades, or just wait until certain levels are hit, or, yeah. Um, It's NFP week, it's a shortened week, it's the end of the month as well. So there are some things that are just, all of them combined are just not as favorable as it should be. What else? Um, show you the 4 hour again. So you see the 4 hour here. For me, the 4 hour looks like it wants to expand, right? So we still have, you still have 1.5 hour to go. So it could still make the expansion, but it could also be held up here, and then the next 4 hour candle could do it, or it wants to drive up here. So it's sort of like I can see it expanding, but look at ES, the 4 hour on ES. Right, you can see. I just don't like how ES looks. But on if I would look at MQ, I would like, okay, yeah, you look like you want to expand. But on the other one, like I say, 1 hour babies, right? I call them 1 hour babies. Like you see one, but it's sort of like I do like this because when it goes lower, at some point you get this all build up liquidity is for the grab. But like I see, I just would like to see it go a little bit lower before I'm interested in a long. But that's just me. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. Pre-market preppers. I'll see you at 8:50. And tomorrow it's Wednesday, so there will be another London stream. And then Thursday I won't be streaming because I'm doing my driving learner's exam. Yes, that means it's the 2nd of July. And then we'll do another Friday stream, even though it's bank holiday in US and after New York Open. But I think we'll still do a short London stream just to go over price action. because I'm gonna miss you guys too much if it's gonna be 2 days without. So, okay, guys, I'll see you guys later on. Stay safe, and you know where to find me. Ciao, ciao.